Hi, Miss Watson's class. My name is Madison, and I'll be reading The Tooth Fairy. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Cody. He lost a tooth, and the Tooth Fairy came to get it, and she told it to the Tooth Fairy den, and the den said, "Did you give him $1?" And the Tooth Fairy said, "No, I didn't give him $1, so I will go back and give him $1." And when he woke up, he looked and saw the dollar. The end. This is my cover to the story, and here's my version of that story. It was a typical day in Monroe. Dark skies and gloomy moods were over the town, but it wasn't that way for a boy named Cody. Cody was in first grade, and he was really young for his class. He loved to play sports and hang out with his friends. He was pretty happy getting ready for bed that night. He stood in the mirror looking at the spot where he lost a tooth earlier that day. He continued on with his nightly routine and got into bed. He couldn't wait to fall asleep and wake up to a surprise from the Tooth Fairy. He gently slid his tooth under the pillow and was sound asleep. The Tooth Fairy, who had hot pink hair and purple wings, started her nightly journey at about 12 p.m. Cody's house would be her fifth stop of the night. The first 4 houses went smoothly, and she arrived at Cody's. She swiftly flew up to Cody's room, where he was in a deep sleep. She softly reached her hand under his pillow and grabbed his tooth. In that moment, she heard him start to wake up, and with the tooth in hand, she left the house in a hurry. On her way back to the Tooth Fairy Council, she realized that she was so worried that she took Cody's tooth but forgot to leave him money. She instantly began to panic. She didn't know what she was going to do. There was no way for her to get back inside once there was no tooth. There was an evil tooth villain who went by the name of Tan Shirk. He was a tricky one, all right, and very manipulative. Once the tooth was no longer in the house, the Tooth Fairy would have to defeat Tan Shirk in order to get back inside. He lingered about the house, waiting for the Tooth Fairy to return. When the Tooth Fairy arrived back at the Tooth Fairy Council, she revealed the awful news to them. They were extremely disappointed that she forgot to leave poor Cody money, but they were determined to come up with a solution. Somehow, they had to find a way to get the tooth back inside the house so the Tooth Fairy could bypass Tan Shirk. They brainstormed ideas for a while, but had no luck. They were beginning to run out of time. It was almost morning, and Cody would be getting up soon to go to school. With little time left to spare, a member of the council proposed a brilliant idea. She said the Tooth Fairy should drop the tooth down the chimney. That way, the tooth would be back inside the house, and she would be able to bypass Tan Shirk. The Tooth Fairy grabs Cody's tooth and quickly flies away from the council. She arrived back at Cody's house, and there was Tan Shirk lingering over the house, ready to put up a fight if she tried to get inside. The Tooth Fairy flies over to the chimney and drops the tooth down, and like magic, the door opens up. Tan Shirk had a look of astonishment on his face. He couldn't believe she came up with that idea. She flies back inside up to Cody's room, where he was still sound asleep. She feels guilty for forgetting to leave money the first time, so this time she decides to be a little more generous, and instead of leaving $1, she leaves him $5. She slides the money under his pillow and gets back to the council before dawn. Cody's mom comes in around 7 a.m. to wake him up for school. It doesn't take him long to wake up because he is so excited to see what the Tooth Fairy left him. He reaches his hand under his pillow and pulls out a $5 bill. He has the biggest smile on his face and runs down to show his parents what the Tooth Fairy left him. Then he goes back upstairs and continues to get ready for school. He gets to school that day with $5 in his pocket. He remembered that morning that all week their school was partaking in a charity event, and he couldn't wait to donate his money. They were helping raise money for third world countries to supply them with water and food. He hopped off the bus and ran to the donation box. He dropped his $5 in the box and went about his day. The end.